Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm User Cool Person, and you can expect to see a lot of crochet, cats, and sometimes baking. I have a sourdough video in the oven, in the making. Let's get into today's video. Let me just start by saying this project did not go to plan. Anything that I say in these next couple clips, totally disregard. It all gets redone by the end of the video. Okay, I hope you can hear me okay. I've never used the mic like this before, but whatever. Okay, today we are going to be making my winter wardrobe. Not the whole thing, just the first one. I think this is going to be a multiple part series. So I saw this super cute sweater on Pinterest, and it's a granny square sweater. Insert picture. And I just learned how to do granny square stitches. I learned how to do granny stitches, and then I just did a granny square blanket. And so now I can combine those two things and make this. I went ahead and bought some yarn from Hobby. So I had leftover yarn from a project that I made for my sister-in-law, and then I also had leftover yarn from a skirt that I attempted to make, and then I attempted to turn it into a blanket, and then I gave up. So this is from Hobby, and it's Alpaca Blaze, and it's supposed to be mohair yarn. And same thing for this one. The thick yarn or whatever, I guess probably acrylic if I had to guess, is from Hobby Lobby. I don't remember what it is. I bought it so long ago. But I'm sure you could figure it out. The other one I did not buy long ago. It's the dark blue, soft and sleek low pill fiber in the color DK, or it's named DK Country Blue. Boom, first square, done. Second square, done. Third square, started. I don't think it's turning out as fluffy as I want it to be, so I'm gonna run to Walmart and grab a pet brush to brush out the acrylic and mohair and then make it like super fluffy. And I think that should work. And I got this microphone for Christmas, so you can hear me loud and clear, and I attached it to a crochet hook because I think it's gonna get really fluffy, and I'm very excited. Okay, this is how it turned out. I really like it. It's super fluffy, super soft. Pretty clear that it added a lot of fluff factor, and my goal was to do it so much so that you could barely even see the stitches, and I'm pretty sure I accomplished that. I have social anxiety in my own house because my husband is playing D&D right outside our door, and I'm nervous what his friends will think when I have a YouTube channel. And they're really quiet out there for playing D&D. Anyways, it came in, but tell me why it came in like this. Somebody opened it. This is what I'm going to use to make it fluffy. I have a couple things to say. First, I have this cloak, and it was a buy one get one free, and I got one for my husband, and I got one for myself. Yeah, I got this print while we were on vacation, and it's called Tabby Road because it's like Abbey Road, but they're cats, they're tabby cats, and that's the cutest thing on earth. Good morning. I don't remember the last time I filmed. I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boo, I thought I had 6. I have this many squares. I was wanting to finish this in a week. So I might have to figure out a different video to do for Sunday because I still have to finish the rest of the shirt squares, then I have to do the arm squares, and I have to sew it together, and I also need to brush everything out. It's so fluffy. I'm really liking the way that it's turning out. Also, I was watching Passionate Kelsey. It was a video about her going through her yarn stash. That made me think that I need to organize my yarn stash. So keep an eye out for that video. I think that'll be an upcoming video and it'll be really good. I need to find a new media to consume while crocheting because I have watched so much YouTube. I'm a lover of the deep dives, so I'm watching hour-long murder YouTube videos and stuff like that. So I got an Audible subscription, and my husband really wants me to read Harry Potter, and that was last month's book, I think, but I never listened to it, so I guess all that to say, I think I'm gonna start listening to Harry Potter. I had a video idea to listen to Harry Potter and like make a Harry Potter scarf or something like that. But you know what? I got like 5 more books to do that, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and start listening to the book. I'm on book 2. I really liked book 1. I did not see the twist with Voldemort being on the back of somebody's head. I did not see that coming. And I know that's like not knowing that Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's dad, but I was surprised. But I'm really excited to continue reading Harry Potter and impress my husband with my reading skills. Except it's not reading, it's listening. You have now made it to the portion of the video where I actually start the project that I make in this video. Just as a recap, I started making this, okay, slay, and then I came across a Pinterest post that like showed the girl showing mohair and then doing a transition into the sweater. Then I made a panel of just mohair, but then I had to do a lot more rows to get the width that I wanted, and it just like started looking less chunky like as hers. I don't know, because I was even double stranding it too. And then I realized if I'm gonna be double stranding it, then I'm gonna have to order even more yarn, then it's gonna come in later. And the more I looked at it, the more I was just like, I don't like it. Frankly, I don't like it. As a reminder, this is the brushed out one. So I'm like 6 squares in, okay? And I decide, let's rip it apart. I'm not doing this anymore. And I started something entirely different. Still with mohair. Da-da-da. I'm going to be making a sweater. It is very off the shoulder. You can see that the neck hole is huge. And it's gonna be something that I can like layer over dresses and like tank tops and stuff like that. Is this my winter wardrobe? Absolutely not. But we're gonna pretend like it still is so that the title of the video can be that. I looked at a whole bunch of inspo pictures on Pinterest, insert them, and basically I'm doing one strand. So I'm not even double stranding it. So it's like super, super fragile. But honestly, I'm really liking how it's looking. I'm already on the back. It's pretty simple, so I just like started it and then I chained to make the neckline, and then I kept going. It's half double crochet. I think it's gonna turn out pretty nice. Also, we finally hung up photos on the back wall here. So we've got Chris Rinsema, Brandon Lake, Cody Carnes, Andrew Peterson. And then we have 2 other ones, but it's just like so hard to hang them up. Please excuse the atrocious lighting. I really just wanted to show off the posters, that's why. Low key, I could just leave it like this, but I want to pretend like I'm making a sweater. I've made the front and back panels, and you guys have already seen how I made that. I went ahead and pinned like where I want the shirt to be. I forgot that there's a ball of yarn attached to this. But I went ahead and like pinned where the armpit will be, and then pinned it to the bottom just so that I can get the vision. And I'm really pleased with the way that I fit this. Like, I didn't even measure it. I just did kind of like a hold it up to my body. And even then I held it up to my body when I was wearing like huge sweatshirts and things like that. So I was a little bit worried about how accurate it would be. Additionally, oh wait, I already said this. I redid the neckline. So then it can be either like a wide neck, or I can pull it off the shoulder. I was like wiggling with it earlier. You could even do both. If you're feeling crazy, you could do both. But like low key, I could just keep it like this. But I want to at least pretend that this is a winter wardrobe. So I'm going to make it long sleeve. I'm going to make it 3/4 sleeve, I think. That way, like if I do the off the shoulder, the sleeve that's off the shoulder isn't going to like come to my fingertips. Last thing is I'm wearing glasses because I've started to get a lot of headaches lately, and I'm thinking if I wear glasses, then I won't have a headache while I crochet. Especially since this yarn is super difficult to work with. If you're inspired and you want to make this, like, get your readers on because it is really hard to see the stitches. I'm really pleased with how it's turning out. I'm so excited. Okay, I'll keep you posted. So I'm working on the sleeve and I'm gonna have to restart it because it's like something is just not looking right. So here's the seam. Along the seam, well, of course now you can't really tell on the video, but it's just like something is not consistent. They're not making a consistent pattern like how this is. But I pulled up this YouTube video. She said something like it's not going to make the same pattern unless you turn the work. So I'm going to undo it and then like try that. Maybe I'm being too picky. This is the learning process and this is what I get for freehanding something. But I'm growing my brain and I guess that's all that matters. Hello, it is 10:12 and this week I've been going to bed right around 9:30. So I'm exhausted. It's a Friday night. I went crazy, you know, staying up almost an hour later. I think that the turning, like chain one and turn, solved some of the issues. I'm not sure if my tension is the same or what. So like, this is what the front panel looks like, right? Then this is what the sleeve is looking like. I don't know if I'm losing my mind, but it just seems like the holes are a lot bigger. And now I'm looking at the camera and I'm like, you guys are gonna think I'm crazy from sitting from home. I don't know. I think that maybe the answer is just persevere and then whatever I learned from this sleeve, apply it to the next sleeve. I'm so tired. Yeah. And it's supposed to snow tomorrow, so I hope it snows. That concludes today's video. This is the finished product. I think it was very easy. I just did half double crochets. I kind of explained it during the video, but if you guys are interested in seeing a tutorial, let me know. My favorite part about this is that I managed to have very minimal sewing. So the only thing I sewed was the sides together, and then everything else I did in the round. It made it super easy because I hate sewing. This type of yarn was kind of hard to work with, but I think it was worth it for the way that it turned out. It's super fluffy. I don't know if I'm gonna brush it out because I kind of like the netty spiderweb look, but if I were to brush it out, it would be like very fluffy. Here's a picture of me wearing it with a dress on. So it's kind of cute. I will not be wearing it for a couple more months because it has been snowing all week. So this was not the best choice, but it's long sleeve, so it's part of my winter wardrobe. If you're interested in seeing more of my videos, please subscribe, and I will see you next time.